Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I am just finishing up my clown thing, so I was going to go ahead and film the rest of it, and then I'll show you what the whole thing is going to be. So I have this little paper bag, and I cut it open at the back, and I've showed this in videos before, but just in case, what I do is cut down right here and cut out this flap right here, and then you know, cut part of that off, just so there's not so much bulk. You're just trying to get rid of some of that bulk, and then it will lay more flat inside the journal, but you still have a pretty good pocket. So this is what I have, and I inked it, and I have some ledger paper and some avocado dyed invoice paper that I was going to put on here. And I am getting sick, so you're probably going to notice that in my voice. So anyway, I've been working on this all morning trying to get it done so I can get it up on my Etsy. And I had a subscriber ask me about my envelopes, how I do those envelope pockets. And so when I'm done doing this, I'll show real quick how I do that. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Sun is finally out here, which makes it a very nice day. It's kind of cold, but at least the sun's out, because I know there's a lot of places where that's not the case. I'm just kind of sticking this here, and everything doesn't have to be perfectly even. I'm going to put a picture on there, and then I'm going to put a pocket down at the bottom. So I found this picture of an old cart, and there's like a little kid carousel in the back. I thought that was kind of funny. So I'll put that up here. Sorry, it's my son. He's got the same junk. We all sound great around here. There like that. I just like that picture. It's a neat old picture. And then I made a pocket with some clusters, and you can put something in this little pocket. It's just not very deep or anything, but you can. I did some buttons, sewed some buttons on there, and just stitched it on my sewing machine. Try to make this one a little quicker today than yesterday's. That was kind of a long one. Just want to get it lined up here and not end up with too much glue in the middle of the pocket. This is very similar to the way that I have done the envelopes in the past. I just take one of the envelopes, and sometimes I cut the bottom of the envelope off and use the part that I cut off as the pocket. So what I'm saying is I'll cut like a portion off and use it as the pocket, or I just fold it like this and cut it here and a thin strip here. You just need a little, just enough to open up that envelope. Seal it so that it stays closed. And sometimes I stitch up the sides, or you know, you can just glue it however you want to do it. So you can either cut it off. I did that with the last set, the fairy pockets that I did. I still have one. Because I had already cut the envelopes, because I originally thought I was going to do it different, so I cut them across here. But then I ended up just adding the pocket right there. So you can do it either way, just fold it or cut it off and add it on. And that's all that I did to make these. So then you have a pocket here. I did do a little tuck right here by gluing this, but see, I've stitched all the way around the envelope. But you don't have to stitch it, you can just glue it, and then you've got a pocket up at the top, and then I just notch it with a punch, just so that everybody knows, you know, that that's a pocket. So that's how simple those are. Those are super simple, and so are these bags. It's basically the same premise, it's just different materials. And then I also have, if I can grab a hold of that, this tag that I was working on, and I just made the little clown out of the Ickpilly Imaginarium cutouts. And I'm going to put that right there. And I've just used a piece of paper. I added a little bit of pink invoice, that same avocado dyed pink invoice that I got from Denise. Hi, Denise. And so I added that on the back just for some lines. And then I'm going to give her some balloons there. So so these aren't too horribly scary. I have the one up there that I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's kind of scary. He's a little scary, but I tried to stick with the less scary of them. And I kind of just tucked her arm under that rickrack there so that it wouldn't be like a big lump trying to glue over. My fingers are covered in glue and ink and they're a mess and I probably shouldn't be touching anything. I'm just going to lift up her hand a little bit to put the strings. I think it's up still a little, yeah. So it looks like she's holding on to them. I just don't want to touch it because my hands are such a mess. Alright, so I'm going to let that dry. So I have this, and then I made this tag. This is the one he's kind of scary, but it's on a guest check, and that's to go down inside of there. So I'm going to go ahead and put him in, and I'll probably put the one I just made too, so maybe I'll put this one at the back. These little crazy strings, but that's the good part about these sacks because they have more room so that you can put stuff with some stuff. I'm going to put this in, but I'll probably take it right back out just so we can see. So those go in like that, and then I made these ones, and they'll go in here. This one goes in here. Maybe if I don't snag it on there. And I have a funny little card I'm going to actually put in here. I just liked it. It had that kind of circusy look. Sorry, shaking the whole table. That one's not going to fit in there. I thought she might, but we'll stick her in here. And then I know I had another little something. I have this powder, but it's not going to go very deep either. I had just a little like clown picture. I don't know what I did with it. Well, I'll find it and put it in there when I find it. It's just a funny little clown picture. I don't think it's in this stuff. No, this one might work. No, it's still too big. I don't know. It's in somewhere in my disaster that I've got going on here. So there's that. And then you saw this one yesterday, and I will send it, you know, it'll have that clip with it. So there's those. And then this one I finished, and I wonder if this little girl would fit in there. The pocket's just not very deep. I just need to find something shorter. And that's the library card we made yesterday. I made her so she could go wherever. She doesn't have to be in here. And this is that tag. I finished it, and it says clown, and I just put some of that fuzzy stuff there. Stitched it on. So those are kind of silly. And then the big long one that we made the first day. And that does fit. I'll show you the book that it'll fit in. And then the little like notebook for writing, journaling. And then this one, I couldn't get this picture to print right today, so it does have the water spot on it, but I think that kind of adds, because you know it's like torn and all that. But I was able to get this to print out and fix that one, so he doesn't have the water spot on his face anymore. So there's that, all of that. And then I was gonna have it come with this circus book, and this is an old book. It was signed for Christmas in 1951, and it's got all the cool, like, tall skinny guy and the fat lady and all that, and then it's a whole story. So if you wanted to just keep this, you could, or you could turn it into a journal. If I was going to turn it into a journal, I would pull this page back and try to cut the pages out this way to try to save this if possible, because that's just kind of a really cool thing. So this will go with it, and this, which is a quilt square that somebody made that it just looks like, you know, kind of circus-y to me. And I paid $2 for it, so that's all I'm going to charge for it, is $2 for this. But I'll just add it all up, you know, together. It'll be one unit price for all of these together. So that will go on my Etsy shop. I'm going to try to get it on there today. So I hope you guys have an awesome weekend, the rest of your weekend. And, oh, I want to show you that this will fit. If you do use this one, see, it goes right up to the edge, and it's a little bit taller, but it's not horrible. And then these little pom-poms would, you know, hang out of the bottom of your journal, so that would be kind of cute. All right, so that's a whole, like, journaling set, and you can decorate it however you want to. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. I will talk to you later. Please like and subscribe. Bye bye.